Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. There's a movie series called The Purge. Now, I've not seen any of these movies, but I do know enough about the first one so it will help illustrate my point. And the premise of The Purge is that there's a period of 24 hours where all crime, including murder, is legal. You can do anything you want. You will not be arrested, you will not be held accountable. Just go and do what you please. Now, the whole idea behind this 24-hour period is to actually get rid of certain undesirables and to cut down the poor population. Now, that's not the point of my message at this right now, but I want to describe this a little further. See, there's a man who, at the beginning of the 24-hour period, this man is running away from a family. This family is trying to kill him as everyone's starting to lock down. Now, he finds a house and he jumps into the house as it's being locked down. Now, it turns out that the family that's chasing him is friends with the family who owns the house where this man is now hiding. Now, during the course of the movie, these two families are arguing and they're threatening and they're fighting each other. And at the end of the 24-hour period, they talk about what had happened. And they discuss their hurt feelings and how things were wrong and what they should and shouldn't have done. Now, I bring this up because there are people who think that laws determine right and wrong. They think because it's legal, it's right and okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. And if it's illegal, then there's something definitely wrong with it. This mindset comes because that's how people determine if they're good or not, if they obey laws. And as I already said, we don't. If we really think about ourselves, we don't. And if you have seen my 10 Commandments series, you already know that laws don't make you righteous and that we can't obey them anyway. But laws cannot determine right and wrong. And the reason being, laws change all the time, especially in America. The laws will either be amended or there be a new law added to contradict another law, or a law will be eliminated completely. And laws aren't the same around the world. There's no consistency when it comes to laws. If you go to China and you speak out against the government, you will be arrested and maybe executed because you spoke out against the government. Now, in America, you can speak out against the government all you want. Matter of fact, it's very encouraged to do so. And sometimes, in a lot of cases, nothing happens to you if you speak out against the government. Now, I just want you to think about it for a moment when you have this idea that laws don't determine right and wrong. They can't. It's impossible for laws to determine right and wrong. Now, I just want to give you a scenario. There was a time when slavery was legal. There was no law against it. There was nothing that said you can't own another human being. Now, did that make slavery right? Or was it still wrong, even though it was legal? How about women and minorities voting? There was a law that says those two groups could not vote. Only white men could vote. Was that right or was it wrong? And most people would say those things are definitely wrong. But the law said it was okay. So laws cannot determine right and wrong just by those two examples alone. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. And sometimes just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's wrong. Now, just as an example, certain states, it's illegal for you to hand food to homeless people. You can't just walk up to somebody who's homeless and hand them a sandwich. Now, it's right and good to help those in need, but due to certain health regulations, it's illegal to just hand out food. So sometimes even illegal things can be right. Now, I'm not saying we should get rid of all of our laws and not obey the ones already in place. We should certainly do that. I already did a message on that too. But what I am saying is that if you're figuring out that you're a good person and that you are righteous because you obey the laws in place, the truth is you're not. And the truth is laws can't determine right and wrong because there's no consistency in it. It doesn't stay the same. Things change all the time, and they're going to continually change because human beings will change them. And I'm going to get into more depth and detail of this, but where the determination of right and wrong comes from God and His Word. He tells us what is right and what is wrong, and He never changes, even though we do. Well, I'm going to get into some more subjects like this in the next couple of lessons, so stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.